Hello, beautiful people. Wow, it is so sunny outside today. It's beautiful outside. I'm just loving this weather, the changes that are happening with us. So great. Thank you all for coming here. Oh, so much energy coming through. And maybe I should move my microphone so y'all can hear me. Hopefully that's better. You guys can hear me a little bit better. Put my microphone in front of me. Quick little shout out for Drusilla. Happy birthday, Drusilla. And to Silvana's mom. It's her birthday today, too. So big shout out. So I'm going to be channeling a message for Silvana and her mom for you soon enough. But with that, I'm just going to tune in here and say, hey, everybody. Hello, enjoy. Hey, BG. Hi, Grace. Hi, Karen. Hey, Mishi. Hi, Madeleine. Hi, Silvana. Hey, Tomas. Hi, Marie. Great to see everybody. Hi, Melody. Oh, great. You can hear me. Good. That's great. Thank you all. Appreciate that. It's very helpful. Very helpful. Okay. So, so much energy coming in right now. And I got a message that wants to come through, just a general message from Erik. So this is my spirit guide, Erik, also known as Archangel Erik, that's been working with me for a while. And he wants me to talk about healing and the process of healing the body. And we've been working together for some time now, and he wants me to share my process. And I know I've talked about this before, but I've changed it up quite often. So when I first get up in the morning, I do I just sit there and I give my body love, and I ask the question, what does love mean to me? And this is something from William Michael Forbes that he kind of had us do. And as I go into that state of what does love mean for me, I shift my body, and it just kind of it puts me into a happy state. I then go through my entire body, and I go through all the organs. I go through the joints. I go through the process. So as I breathe in, the oxygen goes through my nose, goes down the trachea, it goes down into lungs. I feel everything expanding out. I feel the blood being oxygenated. The blood then goes into the heart. The heart then pumps out and through and goes to the spleen, and then through the liver, and then I'll go through this entire process of digestion, and as it goes through the intestinal tract, and how the enzymes are absorbed, and I'm just giving love to everything. Once I get my body into this big loving state, it opens me up. So then I get the ringing in my ears. And now I'm doing two processes. So I put a video out recently how I will actively listen. So I listen beyond the buzzing, and I do that for at least 5 minutes. And I listen beyond the buzzing, and I actively try to reach for the sound or hear the sound beyond the buzzing. And then I do another 5 minutes of just allowing the buzzing to come in. So I'm receiving. So I'm sending and receiving. And I'm doing that with both clairs, with my clairvoyance, which is the seeing, and clairaudience, which is the hearing. And it's opening up. So I'm now hearing various tones, and things are shifting within there as I'm working with that. So I hope you guys are working on your clairs as well. Whatever we give attention to is what manifests, it's what grows. So I encourage you all, the ones that are opening up and working on your spiritual growth, just spend time with it first thing in the morning as you first wake up, because that's when your brain is in the theta state and you are half awake and half asleep. So this is the perfect time between being connected and being in the physical world before your senses start being more aware. So it's a great time to practice first thing in the morning when you just get up. And usually I have to go to the bathroom first, but I try to keep the light off. I'm dazed still, and I go right back into a comfortable state and do that. So I hope that helps people. So the process is like usual. Let me know right away if you want your name displayed or not, or if you don't want me to say your name. Then preface your questions with either a few hearts or hashtag question or something that will gain my attention. I typically do go one by one. So I may miss something, but if I lose my spot, which happens sometimes in the program I'm using, I have to scroll back, and sometimes I can't find it. So in case I miss it, let me know. I will be doing my best. I really am trying to work on my spiritual muscle here. So I plan to get through all of these as best I can. If I do miss you, let me know in the comments, and I will answer after the show within the comment if I've missed you today and I see your name. Other than that, let's have fun. So I just want to get myself into a bit of heart coherence. I'm just going to breathe into my heart, out of my heart. Just bring love in. I'm just letting it expand out through my body. And now that's high vibe. So let's get myself high vibe here. I'm going to have some freshly squeezed juice. I thank my wife for making this for me every morning. Okay. I've got 5 Vibe high vibrational juice in me. I am ready to go. And the first one is going to be for Silvana and her mom. It's her birthday today. So I was talking to Silvana before, and actually Silvana is coming on Sunday. So I'm really excited to Sunday. She's coming over to hang out with me and Rita. Really excited. So Silvana's coming over, and today is her mom's birthday. So Mom, would you come in, please? What message do you have for Silvana and the kids? I'm feeling my heart expand. My throat is getting a little bit expanded as well. And what's your message, Mom? She's pointing to the kids, and she's waiting for them to, the perfect birthday gift for me would be for them to recognize their own awareness and gifts, because she's trying to communicate with them. She's trying to reach them. She's trying to connect with them. Of course, they really are on the fence of awakening. More so your daughter is more awake, but they still are on the fence, and maybe your daughter's is teetering on the more awake side, and your son is just starting to awaken. He's getting close to that center. And there's a desire from her for them to be nurtured and see this a little bit more and be woken up a bit, because they really are open. They really are good-hearted people. And but there's always this self-doubt that we have from the 3D world. So she's trying to open up. She wants to open up, wants them to open up so she can communicate with them, because she's trying. So she's leaving little gifts. She's doing the number sequences. So 1111, 222, 333. The numbers are being aligned and put out in front of her, in front of the kids. She's leaving coins. I'm seeing coins and feathers. So if you see coins and feathers, coins for your son, coins and feathers for your daughter, more feathers for your daughter, that is your grandma. Oh, and the orbs. I'm seeing the orbs. So your daughter's seeing a lot of the orbs. I know you've sent me pictures of this. And that's grandma. That's your mom. She's trying to communicate. Oh, that's your mom. And I see her and actually Barry. I see them both floating around here. So sometimes you might see 2 orbs. The white orb is Barry, and the bluish purplish orb is your mom. So if you're seeing that, that's mom. That's mom and Barry hanging out. They're both here. They're both sending their love. They're with you guys. They're hanging out with you all the time, and there's just nothing but love for you. So I hope that feels good. I hope that resonates. It's all good. Okay, so I'm now moving on to Jenny, and Jenny asked for a message as well. And Jenny and I were hanging out yesterday and practicing angelic messages in the private Facebook group, and we had a blast for a good hour there. So that was fun, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks to practice more with everyone else. So what do we got for Jenny? Jenny. Massive expansion. I feel your growth, Jenny. And you've just lightened up so much within the last few weeks. And I am seeing your energy has lightened. It's opened. It's become more aware. But it's not even so much expansive. It's lightened. It's not as dense as what it was. And because it's lightened, it's almost like the molecules They're no longer really big. They've gotten really, really small, which allows them to be more of an aerosol type of thing, as it can move around and float. I can see it gets into more spots. So they're showing me, like the dandelions that you blow on, and you get the big particles. You're now more like the aerosol spray and the finer mist, and you've lightened up quite a bit. So there's this great expansion. They just want you to know that they are acknowledging this. They're honoring you for this, and expect more. I see in the coming months, the aerosol is going to get even smaller to like really finite particles that you cannot see with the human eye. So you are not only expanding, but your expanding is actually a lightness that's happening with you, which is another form of expansion. So they really are honoring with you with this, Jenny, and yeah, you're doing great. So good for you. Yay, Jenny. Awesome. Oh, that was cool. That was good. That was good. It was good. Thank you. Enjoy. Very sweet of you to say. Hello. Hi, Grace. And here's Mishi. Yeah, Karen, exactly 15 minutes before the event. Perfect. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I guess a lot of people are having a lot of problems with this. So 15 minutes before the event starts, I'm going to try and do a good job of putting the message up here. And I know some people can't always make it, but I think last time it was like an hour in before I actually got to the people that showed up at 12 o'clock. So I've been asked to honor that. And that's what I'm doing. So thank you for honoring that and putting the messages now. So much love, everyone. Thank you for that. And there is Michelle, the beautiful Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Okay, Michelle says, hi, Con. Love a message from my higher self and feeling deep wells of fear coming up without context or without context. So sans context or whatever I need to know. Okay, great. Okay, so Michelle, higher self, deep wells of fear. What's that all about? Oh, okay, got the shivers. All right. So what's with the fear? I'm getting that this is these are deep-seated fears is actually generational. It's generational fears that are coming up, and it's being brought to the surface for you to observe them, observe the fear. It's just part of your emotional releasing. It's just part of your journey. It isn't something for you to be worried about or latch onto, but it is something for you to see that here's an opportunity to release this, because you're doing the work. Because you're doing the work, you're getting in deeper, and you're getting in deeper and further down. And I can see like the excavation crew as if they go in, and they start excavating, and then they clear out the dust, and then they start excavating and they clear out the dust or the rubble that they picked up. And you are going deeper and deeper within yourself. That's not only within the current lifetime, you're going into past generations and future generations. So you're really getting into the deep rooted emotions, the deep-seated fear that have been in part of your generations, your lifetimes. This is your family. It's not even your own. This is your family's junk that you're dealing with now. And this is really the work of the light worker, that we're plopped into these soul families. And much of the time we feel ourselves like black sheep. We don't really belong. And that's because that's what we're really good at as light workers. We're really good at transmuting energy, and we're plopped into these families to not only work on our own current life, past life stuff, but also to work on their past life stuff. And this is the real work of the light worker. So it's like you're getting into, it's like the upper end of high school. It's like the university college preparation courses that you're into now. So you're getting into the deep seated work of what you're doing. So just continue what you're doing with your observing, honoring it, loving it the way that you do, accepting it, and releasing it as you do, because you're chipping away at it. It's very hard. It's a very hard, deep-seated fear that's there, and you're chipping away bit by bit by bit. So and again, this isn't about a time thing. This is really just chipping. And again, this is part of you creating space within yourself to allow you for the growth that you need for the next leg of your journey. So you really are being here. Like, you're doing it. Keep going. You're on your path. So just keep going with it. You're doing amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. Well done, Mishi. Well done. That is awesome. Awesome. All right. I am coming over to Enjoy. I love that name. Enjoy. All right. Enjoy asks, how many guardian angels and guides do I have? Can you please tell me a little about them? Thank you eternally. I thank my guardian angels and guides for being with me. I love them. He goes, of course you do. We do too. We love you. Okay, so guardian angels. I'm seeing two primary guardian angels. There is a female and a male that's with you. The female, I can see her as blonde, fair skin. She's almost kind of like wearing like a blue fairy tale puffy dress, the big puffy shoulders. And I could almost see like a white ribbon band on her. It's almost like she's showing me as like a child, but she's very sweet and innocent with like those little, I don't even know what these shoes are, but I'm thinking like, say the name, Shirley Temple. It's like that time of Shirley Temple type era with the Shirley Temple shoes and the Shirley Temple dress, but it's baby blue with white ribbon, white accents and frills, with her blonde hair with the ribbon. And she's very sweet and innocent. And she's part of your childlike fun for you to have. And she's here to remind you to have fun in your life. And she also is the one that takes care of, oddly enough, she takes care of your problems. She's the problem solver. So when ish hits the fan, she's there to help you with the ideas to get through that, but also to calm you down and to approach it with a level head as you've been. So I'm getting that as these big dramatic problems happen, you're quite calm and reserved. And that's part of your female guardian angel. Do you have a name? Cynthia? It's like a synth something, like it's something like Cynthia. So anyways, so something like that. So something like Cynthia. And then on the other side is your male guardian angel, and he's darker skin. You can see he has a bit of a beard. He's Middle Eastern looking. And he's showing himself like very, very much Middle Eastern, and he's stern. Like he's very stern, and he's the one that pushes you day after day. He's with you all the time. He's constantly working with you. He's the one that's guiding you throughout everything, and it's like a loving uncle is that type of position, that he's looking out for you. He's with you. He's walking with you. Mehmet. I'm getting his name is like Mehmet. I'm being shown like almost like Turkish descent, dark skin. He's got like the mustache with the heavier. It's not a heavy beard, but you can just see that the beard hasn't been shaven, or it's light. It's just growing. It's like maybe like a week's worth of growth, and a heavier mustache, dark skin, darker eyes. It's actually almost like a green hazel type eyes, and short hair. And he's almost like wearing a shirt similar to this collared shirt, and humble, to the point, direct, a man of few words, but he kicks your butt and gets things done. In terms of the angel team, I've seen about 18 angels all around you that come and goes. Your angels come and go. So they as the world changes, as life changes, as you evolve, as you need them, your angels come and go. And I see you have a current set of 18 angels around you that are working on various aspects of your life, your growth, your health, Um, yeah, so there's quite a bit there that goes with that, but whew, yeah, there's a lot there. Enjoy, but you are well surrounded, and there is a lot with you. Anything else? Is there any message that you guys want to say? I'm hearing they want you to work on this is your male guardian angel, Mehmet, and he wants you to work on your abilities because you very much are aware, you are open, but you're not practicing, you're not honoring yourself. So he very much wants you to work on your practicing skills and I'm seeing he's pointing to the cards behind me, and he wants you to work on angel cards more. So start pulling cards for yourself when you wake up in the morning, and just let them be like and ask, what do I need to know today? And as you shuffle the cards, so get to know your cards, hold your cards, sleep with your cards, keep your cards with you for a bit, establish a relationship with them, and work with the cards that you resonate and draw to. And then as you shuffle the cards, put your mind into it with your question. Habit, what do I need to know today? And the cards are really big and bulky, so it makes you actually focus on the cards for you to shuffle. So do that, put your mind into it, have your awareness in there. And as you pick a card or even one falls out, I'm seeing one for you. It's going to be more a fallout method for you. As you shuffle, a card falls out. That is the card for you. So then read it and look at the picture. See what the picture shows. See how it resonates with you. It's not necessarily about the message or the card itself. It's the images and the interpretation of the image that you get for the time that you get. So you can get that same card 5 times in a row, but it could have a different message and meaning. So he has a need for you to do more card pulling for yourself and using that as a tool to open up your own gifts. And there's very much a strong wanting for you to do that. So enjoy it. I hope that resonates. Please let me know. Please let me know. All right. Again, I lost my place. Hi, Lauren. Hey, Wendy. Oh, good. I'm glad that resonated, Michelle. Hi, Marianne. Yeah. Hey, Angela. Okay. Where's my spot? I lost my spot again. There it is. Okay. Beautiful. Madeleine. It has been a while since I've seen you. I hope yeah, I get you've been working on yourself. That's great. I'd like anything I feel need to hear at this time. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so what does Madeleine need to hear? I'm feeling the growth and the regeneration, and you have been away from the spotlight. You have it's like you've been recharging your bodies. You've been focusing on yourself. I see you focusing on your kids. You are really taking care of you, your kids, your life, and you've kind of stepped away from things like social media or other aspects of that use up your energy. And that was really on purpose because it is a recharging. You needed to recharge your battery. You're kind of worn down because you've just gone through a pretty big stint of changing your life and you can see lifting up the kids and moving your life and establishing yourself in somewhere else and creating separation for yourself with your new life. And they really are proud for you, what you've done here. Um, and there is that recharging, and they're reminding me to tell you to don't get back in the game too quickly in terms of using your energy, whatever that is, whether that is with social media, um, with relationships, or whatever it might be that is using up your energy. They want you to be a little bit careful. Approach it cautiously, honoring yourself and your batteries. They don't want you to. Your batteries are still kind of low. You're just recharging, so don't get involved too quickly. Don't use up your batteries. You're just beginning to recharge them, and you're going to need that for the next few months because of the shifts and the changes that are happening globally for all of us. So there's a need for you to do that and just honor yourself and keep going with that. I hope that resonates for you. Thank you for asking the question, Madeleine. It's so nice to see your name. Okay. Oh, cool. BG says, thank you so much for the message from Archangel Erik last week. It was spot on and just what I need to hear. Oh, that's so great. Thank you. That really helps me in my own mindset. That's beautiful. Hi, Sil. Hope you heard your message. Actually, I think you did see. Oh, there it is. Yes. So I did you at 6 minutes and 5. You were the first readings I did. I think you were the first for you. So yes, you were at the start. 6 minutes and 5 seconds in. That's when I read you. Beautiful. And here is the wonderful Grace. Grace, so proud of you. Grace is helping so many women that need help, and she's beautiful. Grace says, I would love a message from Mother Earth today. Okay, so Mother Earth. Message for Grace. I can feel the energy coming up my shins. What do you want to say? I'm hearing ground. And it's not even so much about grounding yourself of going out, but it's grounding your thoughts. There's a need for you to ground your thoughts because it is, as you're kind of entering into this new shift, all the ideas are happening, but your mind is starting to race and you're going in all over the place. And she's saying, like, ground your thoughts, bring it back in, ground yourself, ground your thoughts, connect yourself within, and I can, and it's almost like this grounding is bringing you back in order for you to connect with the earth and the ground. So she wants you to ground your thoughts. Anything more that you want to say on that? And she's just saying, if you have the opportunity, I think there's a tree that's close to you that you end up. I can see you leaning against this tree. I can see you. Not are you leaning, but you do a lot of things by this tree, and it's a big tree that I see. And there's a calling for you to come back, and as you're going through your process of creating this new women's group that you're doing, do it. It's almost like do it by the tree, but not everything. Like you do a little bit by the tree. So go by this tree. You can use the tree for reading. Just hang out and read, hang out and work on this. Ground your thoughts, ground yourself. Even just close your eyes and enjoy the sun's rays. And so there's a calling to this tree to go back and ground, and leaning your back against it, but trying to get your sacrum, which is at the base of your spine. It's that little triangle bone that you find at the top of your buttocks or your low back. So that triangle bone is your sacrum. And so lean your sacrum against your tailbone against the tree. So be almost a little bit sit up straight and so your tailbone is touching. Even if you're just standing and leaning on it, but there's a need to connect with the tree, ground your thoughts, ground yourself, and do more of the work that you're doing by the tree. Anything else she needs to know? And she's just saying how proud she is of you and to keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I can see she's telling me that from this group that you're creating, right now you're just establishing the base, you're establishing the footing for it. And as you do that, this is going to be a really good place that she's going to be able to draw the collective fear of these women. And she's going to be drawing all that energy, grounding them, drawing all the fears out of them. And not only is it going to help them, it's going to help her dissipate the fear from the world and let it go elsewhere. So she'd be able to draw the fear out of people. So it's going to help her do this. Yeah. So I hope that resonates. That was beautiful. It's really cool. Well done, Grace. I'm so happy for you. So proud of you as well. Hey, Tomas. Okay, Tomas. Got to timestamp you. 38, 29, 38. Okay, Tomas. I would like a message and guidance regarding my next journey in life, please. Great. Okay. All right. So for Tomas, who wants to come forward? Message, guidance, next journey. I feel like I have Odin coming in. It's almost like strong Viking energy. And Odin is he's trying to get that Viking spirit, that strong Norwegian spirit to rise in you. And I can see the flame in your heart, and it's almost like it's a primer. It's just like a small flame ready for the bigger flame, and the primer is there. Um, and I think he's trying to ignite that fire within you, and this is what's going to spark the lighting. It's almost like a ceremonial, like woof woof of fire. You hear like a barbecue or a gas barbecue being set up first, and you hear that big woof. So I'm seeing there's a need, and once that happens, that woof of fire being set and the blaze begins your heart, that is the signal and the symbol for your journey to begin. And right now you're in a priming state, and the priming state is a preparation that's happening. And again, I'm seeing in the next few months this is going to be happening for you. There's a need. So what does Tomas have to do in order to get that going? I'm seeing the need to quiet your mind, like get into your meditation, get yourself into quietness, establish yourself, finding that regular routine. It's almost like you do the meditation, but you're not really consistent with it. So there's almost like a need for you to get into an established routine of your meditation, even if, sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon, sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's half an hour. It could be any time during the day. It's more so just get the timing, just do it. It doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how, just find your space and do it. And when you do it in a consistent basis, this is you putting the pot on the fire, and that the pot is beginning to boil. But every time you stop your meditation for a few days, you're pulling the pot off the fire, and it's being set off to cool down. So get some consistency in your meditation in order to stoke that fire. And this is where your awakening is going to be happening. This is where that woof, that fire is going to begin. You need to get that boiling. So get yourself into regular consistency. You're almost there, but I think you're being hard on yourself, because like you wake up in the morning and you go to meditate. Sometimes you do it. You're doing it on the weekends, and you're like, oh, I missed today. Okay, there goes this day. Let me just screw this day, and then we go tomorrow, and then tomorrow is missed because something happens, and then something happens. There's more like, but then at nighttime you're at home and you might be sitting there and watching TV. It's like, take a minute, just turn the TV off. There's nothing good on anyways. Turn the TV off, take a little second, just quiet yourself and do a quick little meditation. Even if it's, I'm seeing for you, like try to be like between that for now, 15. Okay. It's pretty weak, but getting towards that 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you want to get, it's going to ramp up really quickly for you. But get at least, even if you need to start yourself up, just do 5 minutes, then do 10 minutes. But you want to get to a minimum of 15, no matter what. It's more so your minimum should be more 20. It's going to take you about 5 minutes to settle your mind, but it's good 15 minutes after that. So 20 minutes of meditation minimum. Get up to try and get a consistent 30 minutes and more after that. But 20 to 30 minutes is your goal for now. And that's going to get you right along the path that you need to get to, or to begin to light that ceremonial fire for you to begin your journey. You're very close. You're very close. You just got to get into your consistency, Tomas. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope that resonates. Please let me know if it does. All right. I just want to see. Ahsen. Okay. Awesome. And says, thank you, come on. Absolutely resonates. Also good to know not to deep dive into all again. We'll start slow. Awesome. Love it. Hey, Purple Heart. Hey, Allison. Grace says, thank you. I love Mother Gaia so much. True, there's a tree close to where I live. I have been taking my nieces outside to play, ride their bikes and play, and I sit by that tree and ground. Awesome. Love it. Love it. So now, women are really good at this, being able to do two things at once. So you can watch the kids, you can read a book, you can hear the TV, you can do multiple things at the same time. And this is something that I'm working on that doesn't come so easily to males, or at least to certain males, this male for sure. And I am working on allowing myself to work on my claircognizance, watch the kids, and do multiple things at the same time. I'm listening to, whatever it might be. So I'm tuning into my body. I'm listening to a radio station, whatever it might be. So I'm doing the same thing at multiple things. So thank you to all the women in my life and around that are teaching me to do more things than once. Yes. Oh, there's Karen. Hey, Karen. Okay. The wonderful Karen. Okay, so Karen says, any messages for my mom or any relative like my grandparents? We just closed escrow on my grandparents' home yesterday. Wow. Oh, congratulations on that. Okay, I got some juice here. What's the message? Mom, relatives, escrow. I'm hearing good. You released your attachment to this home. The memories were cultivated in this home, but the memories are within you. The memories are stored within you, within your heart. Good. I'm glad you did what you've done. You've done great. Price is good. Closing is good. And now things are going to change for you. They're going to grow for you. They're going to get better for you. That you've kind of let go of this. I'm hearing the word albatross that's been holding you back. I don't even know if that's the right context, but that's what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing this albatross that's just been holding you back, flying around you, not letting you go, bugging you. And now it's flying off in the distance, and you're able to let that go. So it's a good thing. It's a really good thing that you've let that go, and you've done it. And I'm seeing the memories that you're holding right now. Don't look at the memories that you have as sadness. Observe those memories and shift your attention to the positive of it, the joyful feeling that happened. So don't look at the positive, like, oh, this is the last Christmas or this Christmas year, and start crying about the Christmas that was there. Think about the joy, and then hold that joy of the Christmas. How, I'm seeing a little girl open up the present and opened it with such ferocity, and everyone's laughing, but then the toy broke within there at the same time. So I mean, it was like, it was like a bittersweet moment, but it was still. So don't look at the broken toy. Look at the excitement that was there in opening that package, that gift, and that's what she wants you to focus on. Not that the toy had broken, but the excitement that there was there in opening the gift and the toy. So that's why I'm being reminded of putting your attention and shifting there. There is a lot of confirmation of what you've done is great. So good for you. Good for you. You're doing great. Shift your attention. All is good. Anything else she needs to know? Anything you got to be careful of? I'm seeing something about the money, and how the money is divided. Now, the importance isn't about the money because you're abundant, but with the money, think about what you're going to do with it. Don't just leave it in the bank. And I'm seeing the need to actually go buy some physical gold and silver. And this has been something on my forefront as well, that we all need to do this in community, to go buy some gold, physical gold and silver, smaller pieces of that. And this will pay off in the future. So think about your investments, split it up a bit, go buy some physical gold and silver, a little bit of crypto, and other traditional investments. But I'm almost seeing like it's almost better to have money in your pocket rather than leaving in the banks. But that could be stuff that's been coming into me that I'm just projecting onto here. No, they're saying not to second guess it. Yeah, no, it is what it is. So this is good advice for everybody. Everyone that's kind of listening to this, go buy physical gold and silver, smaller pieces. You'll thank me in a few years. Or you're going to thank Karen's family, their loved ones. So thank you, Karen's family. Yeah, I hope that resonates. Thank you for asking. That's really cool. Really cool. Cool, man. I'm digging it. You are welcome, Tomas. Need to ignite that Viking spirit of Odin. Yes. Oh, Odin. I'm seeing like he's like on the peak on the mound, and the sword's up, and Odin. This is and the flames on the sword ends up firing up at the same time, but that's just dramatic effect. That's funny. Funny. Okay, and then my next question is coming to Marie Z. Okay, and time stamping Marie. Ended up getting these new leak-proof lids. They're not so leak-proof. So I've got a lot of, I think there's some beets or red shard in here, Swiss chard. It's kind of leaking all over the place. So excuse me, I get a little bit of juice in me. Get my high vibe happening. Whew. That's the good stuff. Thanks, honey. My baby made it for me. Okay, so Marie's higher self. Oh, Marie, higher self. All right, there's the shiver. What does Marie need to know? Translator for me, coming closer. I'm hearing for you to slow down a bit. Enjoy the process. So you're in your new place. You set up yourself. Things are coming in now, but you're feeling that anxiousness. I got to get going. I got to do something, because you're an active person. Like you just want to do and get going with work. And you're thinking, what am I going to have? What do you have? What do I have? It's like, it's enjoy the ride. Like don't necessarily go chasing for what you want. Let it come to you. You are a master manifester. Take a breath, calm yourself down, put yourself into the feeling of what you want your life to be. How do you want to be working? What type of feeling do you want to have when you're working? Regardless of what the field is or what you do, get yourself into the feeling. What's going to feel like for me to be in the dream job? It's not about what the dream job is. It's not about how you get it. It's about the feeling. And the feeling that, I get that you like having multiple things in front of you and you're organizing. I see you with palettes, and you're opening up books of fabric, and it's almost like design based, and you're in your element as you do this. And I can see you've got like swatches over here and color textiles here, and I see you got like a grid 2x2 type notepad that is a grid pattern on there, and you're drawing out like a design and layout. And I don't know if that's what you do, but it's almost like you're creating something like an interior designer type thing, but it's not even so much that the interior, I'm seeing it is the interior design type stuff, but it's also not. It's the feeling of that you have when you're in that, you're in your element, as you have multiple things open, you're organizing, you're looking, your creativity is flying, and you're piecing it all together. So it's like sit into that feeling of that high that you get from what you do, and that perfect job is going to come to you. That's how you're going to attract it. So don't necessarily go chasing after it. When the time is right and you put yourself into that feeling, that's you manifesting it automatically. And as you manifest it, you're just going to be looking in a paper, you're going to see something, you're going to hear something, and it's going to come to you in an instant. So get back into the feeling. Don't necessarily get into the chasing of things. You're getting close. Feeling. You are there. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, cool. Marie says, you and Rita inspired me so much. I went out and got microgreens. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So something else I have to share, because this has been with me for quite some time. Begin to work on staples of food inside your house. So Rita's going to be coming back on Divine Soul Awakening on Wednesday, and it is the last Wednesday of the month. We're bringing Rita on to answer your nutrition-based questions. And this week is about TCM and what we need in terms of fall. But it also is what we've been doing. A lot of this is that we're preparing and getting staples of food to be prepared to hunker down for 3 to 4 months. There is a major shift that's going to be happening around the world. And light workers, don't be scared. Just be prepared and start when you go shopping, get an extra bag of freeze dried or vacuum sealed rice, beans, whatever staples you can have, and just put it aside. Begin a little bit, and this is why we're doing the microgreens, to have those high vibrational nutrition in there as well. So the need to have food around and have it for about 3 to 4 months, there's a necessity. And just start stocking up now. You don't got to go rushing out for anything. Just begin to stock up and have a little bit of a stock fill of additional food or things you can do, and a little bit extra for those that aren't prepared. It's a time to hunker down and prepare, and get yourself settled for a bit. Some cool things are going to be happening. Cool for us light workers, but it's going to happen. Yeah. So I'll leave that at that. Okay. Great. Hey, Melody, who is opening up so much. I would like to ask for insight into my daughter's friendship possibly falling away in the acquaintance with her mom I've had. Do we let things go with them? She's feeling sad. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, I feel there's a shift in vibrations that are happening here. Your vibrations are becoming so high and open that their vibrations aren't necessarily opening up at the same rate that it's opening with yours. There's a lot of fear based with them, and they're not ready. They're not ready for the jelly that you're going to be putting on your bread. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's what I'm hearing. They're not ready for the sweetness that's happening from there, and the sweetness of you expanding and moving in, and shifting into higher vibrations, into love, high vibe nutrition. I'm seeing the friend is very surfacey, that they're just going through the motions, but they're not necessarily feeling it, which is holding their vibrations down, because the fear is holding them down, the shifts that are holding them down. But you are opening yourself up not only to the nutritional changes that are happening within your life, but also the awareness and the opening in your kids, because you're doing this with your kids and you're training your kids into this vibrational shift, that this separation is happening. And this isn't necessarily, it's not a bad thing. But this is your opportunity for you to teach your daughter about vibrations. This is, she very much knows it. She's aware, she's open. And because she's young, doesn't have the stigma that's on her. So the typical 3D world says, oh, sadness. Oh, she's sad. And we're going to cake that sadness on and cake even more on. Oh, I've lost a friend, even more sadness. And oh, I'm never going to have a friend again. There's some fear on there. So this is the 3D world that cakes on the 3D world problems. But Melly, you're awake. You're awake. This is your opportunity that you're going to say, this isn't sad. This is a vibrational shift. This is really cool. Now you get to find more friends. You're still going to be connected with her energetically, but this is just a move that we're shifting into a physical form. Uh, and I'm seeing you will know the right words to use as you tap into your heart, as you tap into the vibrational feeling of this, and you will find the right words to use this as the opportunity to teach her. So this is the modern world. The awake light worker world isn't about nurturing the sadness or the fear or the separation. It's about shifting the energy to connecting with energy. It's just much like death. Death is so much sadness and fear and crying, when it's all about a celebration because we've gone home and we get to still communicate. We're just transitioning from a physical state, and we become so light that we go into an energetic state. So this situation, this sadness that we're putting on here is moving to lightness. And this is your opportunity to teach that. Teach. And this is where she's going to learn so much from you. Anything else? You know what to say. You'll know what to say because you're coming from the heart with this. So go with that. That was really cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was really cool. I love that. Hi, Maria. Okay, so I'm coming to Maria L. And let me pop your message on there. 5147. Okay, so Maria L. I have a message from my dad, Luis, regarding the inheritance of my grandparents' house. When will it be sold? Any major structural issues addressed? Thank you. Okay, Luis, you want to come in, please? Oh, that's really cool. I love that shiver I get. Okay, so Luis, what's going on? What do you have? Yes, it will be sold. And now it will be sold. You have to worry about structural issues. The structural issues are secondary. It's not an issue. It's not something you need to necessarily focus on, because whoever's going to buy it, they're going to deal with it. I can see it's going to be a home rebuilder, an opportunity. You're like one of those people that go on TV and flip houses. But I'm seeing the opportunity is there. Anything that she needs to do to get this house sold. I'm seeing you want to sell the house, clean it up. So clean the house up, get rid of the clutter, get rid of all the stuff that is there, make it presentable, make it look literally clean and inviting. And I'm seeing outside that the lawn hasn't been maintained, that it needs to be. It's almost like that we need to clean up the lawn a bit and just make it look a little bit more presentable. You don't got to I'm not saying resod it, but clean it up. Clean up the bushes, get the dead leaves out, get the overgrown grass that's growing in between the bushes, get in there and rip that out, make it more presentable, make it lighter. I'm seeing the need to, I'm seeing like it's a dark house. It needs to be made lighter. And as you make it lighter, so possibly like a fresh coat of paint on the front of that. Anything has to be done, any renovations should be done. I'm seeing outside of a fresh coat of paint, and as they paint, they're going to be filling in the holes and the cracks, and that's going to make it so much better that a fresh coat of paint alone, I'm seeing on the outside and the inside, and cleaning up the lawn, the frontage. So you want that curb appeal. So when people come, so first impressions matter, especially to the 3D world. So the first impressions as they drive up to the lot is to have a presentable place that looks fresh, it looks clean, it looks nice. So clean up the front, make it look good. I'm seeing a fresh coat of paint. And then when they walk in, I'm seeing, it's a little bit dark in there. So you need to lighten it up. So lighten it up with paint colors, mirrors. So if you have like a light that comes in, you can add more mirrors to reflect the light in the place. I'm seeing the need for almost like freshening up the air. It almost seems like very stale. So freshen up the air in there as well. And you can do like cinnamon on the oven, or boil like essential oils or private essential oils running. I'm saying don't use things like Febreze or things like that. You use essential oils that are calming and peaceful and inviting. And I'm hearing sandalwood, eucalyptus, cinnamon, those three. So it's like cinnamon in the kitchen, eucalyptus, where eucalyptus like in, I don't know, careful of the eucalyptus. It's like not too much. It's got to be very, very light, because it could think of like old person as well, like Ben Gay or things. So careful on the eucalyptus, but just a lightness, a little bit to it, but make it more flowery, inviting, calming, nice in there. Even some lavender, sandalwood. So make it a little bit more homey. See what you can do about there. Make it more inviting, and you'll sell the place quite easily and at a higher price. The paint for sure, curb appeal for sure, and then lighten it up, add some mirrors, get rid of the clutter, And then from doing that, it'll sell pretty quickly. And I'm seeing within the next 3 to 4 months, it'll go pretty quickly. Yeah, it'll go pretty quickly. Anything else? Nope. That's it. I hope that resonates. That sounds really cool. Really cool. Awesome. All right. I've got the beautiful Amy here. Hi, Amy. Okay, Amy. Amy says, I would love guidance and knowledge of whom grabbed me in my sleep last night. It was a little scary for me. Yeah. Archangel. I'm hearing Archangel. Haniel? Archangel Haniel? I'm hearing Archangel Haniel. And there is, so we know the veil is thinning in the world right now. So we're feeling more, sensing more. And I'm seeing that he's working on your clairsentience, which is the sensing, the feeling, the touching. So it's getting you to touch and feel more, but it's almost like they're getting you ready. So they're touching you for you to be comfortable with it. Because in order for you to be ready to actually see ghosts or see spirit, you got to be ready for it. And they're not going to appear to you until you're ready. Because if they come to you, you're just going to scream and go, oh, you're going to freak out. So this touching is an initial stage for you to get used to the touching, get used to it, get comfortable with it, know that it's okay. Because you're a being of light. You set your boundaries. You only allow love inside your space. You only allow love to radiate out of you. So there is really nothing for you to be afraid of, because only high vibe beings are coming to you, and they're for the greatest good. So get comfortable with the sensation of spirit touching you. And this is going to help you move into your next shifts of connecting more with spirit, seeing spirit. Should you want that? It really is your choice, but this is an opportunity for growth and to let it happen. Just get comfortable with it, because as you let go of that fear and you say, oh, like right now, it's like someone's touching you. It's like you jump up. But after a while, like think about, your child comes to you or your husband comes to you and they touch you, and there's love and it's like appreciation. So you got to get to that stage when you feel that you're going to get into a state of being caressed. Oh, someone's with me. How beautiful is this? How inviting this is. And as you do that, it's going to open up yourself. It's going to open up your clairs, your ability. your clairvoyance and your clairsentience. So allow the clairsentience to come in order to open up your clairvoyance and the acceptance of seeing more, because they want to talk and communicate with you, but you're not ready to see what you're going to be seeing. So they're trying to prepare you for that. That's cool. That's a really cool question, and it's something good advice for all of us. Thank you. Thank you for asking that one. That was fun. It was fun. All right. Hey, June. Okay, let me timestamp June here. Wow, we're an hour already. Time flies when you're having fun. So June says, when my brother John passed away years ago, I asked to see him. Then dogs started growling, so I got scared and asked him to go away. I think it was him. How do I see, hear John? Okay. Who wants to answer this? I think John is coming forward. Okay, so John, your sister wants to see you. Goes, I'm with you. I'm seeing possibly tickling on the neck. You might feel like a little bit of a breeze, a blowing, a little bit of ruffling of your hair, like almost like your hairs are standing up on the back of your head. And it's that feeling that they're trying to be very gently with. So as you get that feeling of cold air on your neck or your hair standing up a bit, tune into it and just make yourself open and accepting and allow that to come in. And as you become more open and accepting, that's when more is going to be coming in. You're going to see more. You're going to feel more. It's going to remove, again, it's much like what we just said for Amy. It's allowing and shifting your energy to allow this to happen within you. So, so allow, accept. Now you can set your boundaries. If you haven't done this, this is something that everyone needs to do. Invite Archangel Michael to come live with you and be your spiritual bouncer, and say, from this day forward, I only allow those with the highest vibrational thoughts and feelings for the greatest good of all. I only allow those that have the highest and greatest intentions, feelings, intentions for the greatest good of all. Like that's what you want to kind of allow into your space and your energy. I only allow those that have the highest and best intentions for the greatest good of all. I only allow those that have the highest and best intentions for the greatest good of all. And that's what you're going to do with your space. And you can even have yourself in an energetic bubble and say, I only allow love inside this space. I only allow love out of this space. I do that in the 1 billion strong in my meditations. And as I cast out love from me and I expand it and I put it into the house and I put it onto my wife and the plants and the trees, I then put it around the house. And as I feel it around the house, I then say, I only allow love inside this space. I only allow love out of this space. And only those that have the highest and best intentions and frequencies are allowed to come into my space. And that's all I allow to interact with me. So anything like low vibrational fear or spirits or anything like that, they can come here, but they have no effect on me because I'm just a ball of light, ball of love. So there's a need for you to shift more into a state of love and acceptance. So as you start feeling these things, approach it with acceptance and say, hey, it's okay, come to me. There is no fear because we are all love. And in that vibrational state of love, you become caring and compassionate and accepting no matter who they are, even if it's a spirit or an animal or a bug. I'm still having an issue with mosquitoes in my ear. So that's my biggest test is mosquitoes. So they come to me that way to train me and test me. So I hear that. And now it's getting colder here and there are no mosquitoes out. I've heard 2 mosquitoes buzzing in my ear this last week and I still jump. So it's my lesson and test. So this is your lesson and test that you're going to feel wind on the back of your neck or your hair standing up. And that's what I'm getting for you. It might be set in something more and it's going to shift and change. Just allow whatever happens, just allow. And it'll shift and you'll wake up more. Good question. Like it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. Hey, Katie, you are welcome. Thank you so much, Con. I really needed some feedback on the subject. We were 16 inheritors of a 50-year-old house in very bad condition, and no one wants to invest a penny in it. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. That's 16. That's Yeah, that's that. Melody says, yes, I'm teaching her that now. I don't want to get rid of that other comment for June because I'm just keeping my space here. Melody says, yes, I'm teaching that now. The insight of vibrational shifts are key for me. Further explaining. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. Marie says, okay, I'm getting that. Awesome. And Karen says, Albatross gets it. All right. Awesome. 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 I love it. Thank you guys. Appreciate the confirmation. I do appreciate that. All right. And Mina. All right. So coming to Mina, 10510. And Mina says, I would love a message from my guardian angel. Great. All right. Mina's guardian angel. You come in, please. That's playful energy. It just made me giggle right away. What's the message for Mina? Wow, your guardian angel is very light, very fun. And I'm seeing that. So what you need is some lightness and funness. You've been a little bit too serious with yourself lately. You've been hard on yourself. You're being really hard on yourself, Mina. You're in a function right now of doing, and it's like, I got to do this, I got to do that. Like you organized your day out, you've planned everything, and you've left no room for spontaneity, for freedom, for playfulness. It's good to have a schedule and get things done, but leave a little bit of room and have some buffers in between those times. So instead of you racing to get to the next task, you can skip. You can meander your way over there and look at the flowers and smell them and enjoy them as you get to that new task. So don't be so hard on yourself. Be a little bit more playful. Have a little bit more fun as you're doing that. So do what you're doing. Just allow more room for playfulness. There's a need for the inner child within you to come out, to be a little bit more playful, to be a little bit fun. There's definitely a need for that. So I'm seeing that for you, Mina. Hope that resonates. Okay. Hi, Violetta. Okay, timestamp 16. Could I ask my higher self, is my mother around me? And she give me a sign of her presence. Okay. Higher self. Thank you. Mom. Thank you. So your higher self and mom is here. Ooh. Mom has some strong energy. And she is really casting her energy for you to feel it. I can really feel a lot of energy. And mom she is making herself known. How? I'm seeing pennies and dimes, more dimes than anything, in your flower pots, maybe. And I'm almost seeing like a broken leaf in the flower pot as well. That these are both signs of your mom. But they're also saying that, if you want to connect, you just got to open yourself up more. Because what you're doing is, it's like you're straining. It's like, mom, where are you? Mom. But she's right here on the other side of your blinder, and you're staring so hard at that focus. But what you need to do is just relax and, oh, mom, you're right there. So it's like you need to let yourself go and be a little bit more open in yourself. Take a breath. Everything you can find is in your breath, to calm yourself down, to bring yourself down, to open yourself up. It's all within your breath. Just breathe and allow. She's there and willing to talk to you. She is talking with you. Her energy is very strong. She's with you. It's a matter of putting your attention into it. So use your breath, open yourself up, and purposely put yourself into a position of feeling, to feel your mom, feel your mom's energy, feel her around you, and she will come to you. She'll come to you. Awesome, Violetta. Thank you for asking that. Thank you, everybody. I have a lot more to go here, and I am not going anywhere. As I see here, if anyone can like and subscribe and share this out to those that you think might benefit from a message. I really trying to get to like 1,000 subscribers so I can do a little bit more. And it's definitely not to monetize. That's not what my plan is, because I do everything without cost. But it really is just kind of help me grow on this. So I thank you. Okay, let me come here. VO 1206, just gonna jump. You are welcome, Mina. I've been doing a scheduling throughout the day. You're welcome. Yes, and definitely to my American friends, happy Thanksgiving for next week. Enjoy, be kind to yourself, enjoy, have some fun with it. Have some fun. Okay, I am coming back up here. Oop, I missed it. There it is. Lots of happy birthday. Okay. Oh. All right. This is for Karen. Erik just kind of came in and went. He gave the nose a little shooter off the nose there. So he's seeing you. Good old Erik. Oh God. Freaking card. Happy birthday. Yeah, for sure. Wendy. Okay, Wendy at 11:22. I'd love a message today. You got it. All right. So Wendy, what's the message for Wendy? Who wants to come through? I'm feeling Archangel Raphael come through right now. Ooh. Thank you for that. Raphael, Gabriel, you've got the healing team here, and they're bringing up the healing. And the energy just makes me squirm and move. You guys see me moving a lot. The energy is just moving. He wants you to focus, do more on your healing. You're helping people, whether you're. So I think this is with your practice, and in your guided releasing past life connection that you're doing. I forgot the name of what you call it, but it's that hypnosis type meditation and putting people back. It's these processes, and they are saying like you're doing really well with this, and you're helping a lot of people with this as well, awaken and aware and know who they are. And I'm seeing a shift towards that too. Don't forget it. It's almost like you've done some of the base work that you needed. You've gotten the people that you needed for you to get your minimum hours in so you can get your certificate. We're saying don't stop. Keep signing people up. Just keep on practicing. And so, it's like, what else are doing on a Saturday or on a weekend? Like, just set it up more, go and do it, and keep doing it. Don't give up. Don't forget about it, because you really are good with it, and you're doing well with it. So keep going. So that's the message I'm getting for you from Archangel Raphael and Gabriel. Hey, Lauren. Okay, so Lauren and timestamp Lauren here. Hi, Kim. You have time and energy. That's a good thing I'm finding now that I'm in this. When you lose your energy, it ends up being that you're using your physical brain too much. But this is giving me energy because I'm in this high vibe. So this is why part of the practice, why I do this. It's giving me energy, and I'm opening up my spiritual muscle and allowing this to come in and shifting my physical state to allow more of this to happen. So it's why I do these longer sessions, because I'm quite high right now. You'll see I get excited because of this, because I'm just on a complete high. Okay, so I'd love a message for my dragon aspect as to what kind of light work I'm supposed to be doing. Thank you. All right, cool. Dragon. it's funny because I'm seeing like a baby dragon, but then superimposed behind it is this large adult fierce dragon as well. And I'm seeing both. So this little baby dragon, very sweet, innocent, maybe not, a little bit older than baby, preteen type of thing, and then this massive adult dragon behind it. And which one's Lauren? Lauren is what kind of light work should be doing? Am I going to be a translator for this? I'm not quite getting the message. I'm seeing you're speaking. I can see you doing your videos and just sharing your pearls of wisdom. And this is where the ancient dragon is. Dragons are ancient and they have quite a bit of past knowledge. And you have a lot of past ancestral, ancient soul. It's like a combination of things that you have these pearls of wisdom that it's more like guided. Like you can do, I can see you doing Instagram. It's almost like a Lori Ladd type of thing where you're just kind of giving tidbits of information, helping people expand and awaken and sharing your pearls of wisdom with people. And I can see you doing this on Instagram. You're currently in Facebook in a closed group, but get onto Instagram if you're not doing this and do those pearls of wisdom on there as well. Because you have a lot of awakened knowledge and an opening. You have a lot of good information. And you're quite open. The channeling comes through you and the messages are quite clear for you. That the messages you get are quite open, and to honor that. So I'm seeing Instagram as an alternative and doing these shorts, little pearls of wisdom and connecting with people. Because you get a lot of good ideas. You see something and it's your need to share it. Yeah, that's where I'm seeing the need for you is to shift into sharing your pearls of wisdom as the ancient dragon. It's very wisdom-like, which you are. So I hope that resonates for you. Cool. You are welcome, Silvana. Thank you for asking. All right, wonderful, Angela. And Angela H. 11734. I'd love a message from Archangel Erik today. Okay, so Erik, he's running in, arms up, and he's kind of like doing this this waddle. His hands are going like this, and his feet are going. It's like that. There's that dragon lizard that runs across the land, and he's running in like that. He's like, Angela. That's funny. Okay, so what's the message for Angela? Okay, so he's being stern with you, and he's like, it's like, lighten up, stop being so hard on yourself. You're opening up, but you're going back to beating yourself up. I know it's easier said than done because he's going back to his own lifetime and how hard it was for him and the thought process, and you get stuck in those thoughts. And he goes like, it's okay. It's okay. But celebrate those small moments of success that you're having. You are having those smaller moments and you're waking up and you're having the shifting. But he's saying celebrate those successes. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. You're being really mean to yourself and you don't deserve it. You really don't deserve it. And he's jokingly kicking you from behind. He's not making contact, but he's just jokingly doing it. And this is a light message for you. It's like snap out of it. I'm being shown like there's a movie called Moonstruck with Cher in it, and she says to a young Nicolas Cage, like, snap out of it, as he's professing his love to her. And he's saying that showing me that he's like, snap out of it. And it's like, he's like, he's trying to get you to look at the good side of you. Look over there. Like, You're beating yourself up. You're looking over here and you're mad, but look over there. Like, be nice to yourself. Like, don't be so mean. And yeah, you know this, but keep on working on it. Keep on doing it. And he's giving you encouragement to keep on going back to the successes that you're having. And when you have that negative thought, go back to the success. Oh yeah, I got that success. Go back. That went really well today. So if you start getting that negative, observe it, look at it, and then go back to the success. Keep working on that. And he's also giving you encouragement because he's doing this jokingly, because you are doing the work and you're getting there. But he's reminding you to stay on the horse. Keep going. You're doing great. Yeah, I hope that resonates for you. Cool. Okay, this is for Mary. And Mary, oops, 36. Okay. Any messages from or regarding the two young men who drowned in the car accident near my sister's home last night? Their names are Christian and Tyler, and sister's name is Laura. Okay. And I do want to say this quickly, that I don't need names. I just tap into the energy that's there. I don't need names. It's okay. Some people do. I don't. I'm just tapping into the energy because I'm doing this completely with the highest and best intentions. So I don't need names. I just tap into their energy. And everyone's worried about privacy, then don't put names up. You could just say the two that had the car accident near your sister's place, and that's all I need to know. That's for everyone's sake here. Okay, so any messages regarding the two young men who drowned in the car accident near my sister's place? I almost see that. I'm almost hearing them say that it was an accident, that they as they were driving along, that they were having like a bit of an argument over something, some sort of relationship. I'm almost seeing like it was about a girl, and there's like, I'm hearing like it shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't have happened. That they got into this argument. They were distracted. It's almost like one pulled on the wheel because they weren't paying attention, and they I guess got through this fence, or I'm seeing this railway, and this. So it's more like a fence, and going into the water. And then once that happened, because they were so angry and in that low vibrational state, that on top of the panic, they couldn't think straight. And when they couldn't think straight, they didn't know to open the door right away or do something, because the pressure just happened pretty quickly, and they didn't get out. They didn't roll down the windows. They didn't do that right away, which they should have, is what they're saying. Like we messed up. And you're saying, if there's a message that we want to convey across, don't let the little things bog you down. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I'm getting into, like they're saying, to shift on the side of love, because being in the state that they were in, and this is like a compound. It's a compound of the world, the stress, the narrative, and then there was this relationship. It was like the nail in the coffin. It was the final hit of the head with the hammer, and it was he said it was unnecessary. And it's because they've been living in fear and living on the negative side, that this is all just a domino effect that happened. So it's almost like they're imploring all of us that we shift on the side of love. And I seen that he's pointing to your sister, because your sister is potentially maybe a little bit more low vibrational, that she needs love, and there's need to give her love, for you to cast your love to her, and to feel feeling the love from you. She needs more love. And I'm seeing like she's a little bit low vibrational, and this didn't help. Like this is like you see what happens, and it's like she's like, I'm cursed. This is happening, and she's very low vibrational. So this is definitely something to shift the vibrations, give her love. It's not her fault, has nothing to do with her, but she doesn't want their tragedy of living in fear and focusing on the negative to be everyone else's tragedy. This is the message for all of humanity that comes across. That was beautiful. Thanks, guys. Anything else? No, that's it. They're pulling back now. That was the message. Great question, Mary. Yeah, we tend to forget. We tend to forget about these people. So, yeah, I hope that resonates. Please let me know. Okay, Ahsen. Hello, Ahsen. Love your energy, Ahsen. Okay, so Ahsen says, hi, Khan. I'm having to deal with a ton of bad luck blocks that keep coming up, even though I'm doing everything right. What is causing this? He doesn't want to hear that. Or Ahsen doesn't want to hear that. I'm seeing... I'm... Okay, you're not going to want to hear this, but it's what's coming through. It's part of what you're shifting your attention to. So it's almost like the mind is running in the background, even though, yeah, you're doing all the right things, but you keep on keeping your eye on that because you're waiting for that moment to say, aha, see, I told you I've got bad luck. And it's like, well, I'm very zen. And I'm in that lotus pose, but your eyes is kind of looking off to the side and you're still watching, but oh, I'm zen, damn it. I'm zen. And now you're still looking. It's like, there it is. I told you. And it's like, you really are not, it's like you're doing the work, but you're not doing the work. Like you have a choice of either being in fear or being in love. And this is part of your test. It's almost like part of your, it's part of your soul contract. The soul contract that you're in right now in this world is, this has happened before, of what side you want to sit on, love or fear. And if you sit on that side of love, you really need to continue to work on the love. But how? Think about doing the heart coherence. So the 12 noon and 12 midnight practice. So at your 12 midnight, go into heart coherence. Begin to breathe into your heart and around your heart. Every breath, get a little bit slower. Every time you exhale out, allow your muscles to relax. So getting into a meditative state, but keeping your mind inside your heart. As you breathe inside your heart, bring in elevated emotion, love, happiness, peace. And then feel it and allow it to expand in all of your body. Move it to your head and allow it to come down, cascade to your shoulders, your midsection, your back, your legs, your shins, your calves, your ankles, your feet. Feel it in your entire body. Tell your body, I love you. Feel it in your entire body. So go through that process of doing that and do that twice a day. This is a necessity for you to change the vibrational shift of your physical body in order to match the mindset that's coming into you of where you want to be and what you want to do. And you really got to do the work more in shifting your vibrational state. And this is a practice. And I think it's, if you're working 9 to 5, it's a little bit easier said than done. But it is a matter of setting your alarm. And even though if you're with a mix of people, you can still put yourself into a state of love, but you need to sustain it. So even if you're putting yourself into a state of love, you're doing it for 30 seconds. You're doing it for maybe 60 seconds. Just sustain it longer. sustain that state of love for 5 minutes, and set your timer, put it on for 5 minutes, and just put yourself in that state of love and sit there, and it'll get easier and better. And that will help you shift and get into that constant state of love. Which is why I go live on the 1 Billion Strong channel at 12 noon and midnight, except for Wednesdays and Fridays, albeit. But on the other days, I do it to purposely put me to do that work. Otherwise, I was doing it with half effort, and it wasn't having the effect as I wanted to. So the need for you to shift yourself into vibrational love on a purposeful basis, 12 and midnight, or any 12-hour clock, whether it's 9 and 8, that's fine too. But just set your 2 clocks that when you first get up in the morning and then 12 hours later, and just do that every day and consistently. Don't miss your day, because it doesn't matter whether you're in a group of people or a crowd of people, whether I'm doing it right now. So I'm shifting myself in a state of love. So I am in love right now, and I am radiating love, and I'm feeling that entire body. Nobody needs to know. This is all within us, and this is tapping into love, and this is the practice. And that's what all of this is. This is practice. And that's what we all need to do. It's not just you. We all need to practice putting ourselves into the state of love. And that's what you're doing. You're doing it, Ahsen. Like, keep doing it. Keep doing it. You're doing very well. Yeah. Okay. All right, Purple Heart. And I'm time-stamping Purple Heart here. This is all going to go into the description later. And I would like a message from my son's father to him or me. Okay, son's father. Okay. Okay. What's your message to your son and to Purple Heart? I'm hearing be kind, be kind. And it's almost like be kind. It's not so much to yourself. Yes, to yourself, but to the animals. Be kinder to the animals. And this is almost like a lesson for your son to begin to shift his vibrations, to start with animals, start caring, because he likes animals, but to really show the affection for animals, and let him, teaching the son about the energetic state of animals, the love that he has for animals. This is a vibrational state of all of us. And not necessarily to say that, but just to show him love and to express love through animals. And there's a need for the son to begin to open up the heart, begin to open up the emotions, and to do it through animals. And he's pointing to you, Purple Heart, as the guide to help your son go on this direction, to guide him on that way, because you're opening up nicely yourself, but it's going to help you as well, because as you teach your son this and show your son this, and you both work with animals, it's going to open you up both greatly. And there's a need for this. So that's the message I'm getting for you guys. I hope that resonates. Please let me know. That was really cool. All right. And the next one. All right, I'm coming to Alyssa. The beautiful Alyssa, and Alyssa 13341. Hello. Does my team have recommendations for in what area of metaphysics I should be putting my focus, or general message that I see fit? Please and thank you. Okay. Alyssa. Metaphysics. I see you do really well with cards, but for you to incorporate crystals with the cards, and I can see the cards being laid out in front of you, and then you're putting crystals on the cards that is directly for the person you're speaking to. And there's a need to connect more with crystals, that grounding energy of the crystals that come with it, and the vibrational energy that comes from the crystals, because your card reading is really, it really is on point. It really is, it's open, it's solid, it's genuine as you do your card reading. And I'm seeing the need to bring in crystals more, and how she can use it. So you're seeing you putting the crystals on the cards, but then your crystal grids, I'm seeing you going into crystal grids. So it's like using these crystals and getting a deep understanding of the crystals and creating these grids. And it's almost like you're creating like a plate of, say, I can see like a mirror, and on the mirror there's you're putting crystals on here, and you're gluing them on, and you're placing them, and you have two. So one is that you're placing them on there and you're giving them to people because you're doing a reading with the crystals. You're using the card, you're using the crystals, you're doing a crystal grid, and you're passing it on to them. And then from there, you also have your own crystal grid, which is on top of, it's kind of like a mirror. I'm seeing two. They're showing me one with a mirror that isn't glued down. You're moving these around for yourself. It's almost like a small one. But then you have like a really big one on the floor. And I'm not going to say it's not a pentagram. It's just big, like you would think in a pentagram, on the floor. And you're creating this beautiful, really, it's almost like a mini city that you're walking in, and it's of this crystal grid that you've created. So crystals and crystal grids is what I'm seeing you moving into, and possible desires. That's new. That's new. So I hope that resonates for you. That's really cool. Cool. That was awesome. All right. Hey, Katie. Okay. And Katie, I saw you had a second message there. That's 12:39. You posted that. Okay, then you see. I thought I saw you say something else. Okay, yeah. Katie, I'm going to answer your second question too, because it's based on fluoride, and there is a need for people to know about fluoride, because fluoride does inhibit the pineal gland and actually all organs. But I'm going to come back to you on that. Okay, so Katie, here's Katie. And 37:23. Okay, so Katie, do my guardian angels have a message for me? What's the message for Katie? Yeah, I am coming to. I am hearing nutrition. To keep an eye on your nutrition. You are opening up your awareness to what good food and high vibrational food is, but there still is. I can still see some junk food coming in every once in a while. And she's saying, like, in order to support your vibrational shift that you're going through right now, really think about some new recipes, some new things that you can do with food that is more clean, more healthy, not low vibrational. Because the junk, the fast food, I'm seeing fast food, I'm seeing bags. So the fast food specifically is very low vibrational, and it's not conducive to your spiritual growth, to the vibrational shifts that are happening in the body. And there is a great need for you to learn a few more recipes on high vibe eating. And if you come in on Wednesday to the Divine Soul Awakening, where Rita's on, in that description of that link, actually go to any of the Divine Soul Awakening ones, you'll see a link to Rita's website, and she has recipes on there that are all, many are wheat-free, dairy-free, egg-free. They're high vibrational. Outside of moving over to raw and getting some raw recipes, you can also look at Chico Lemos Barboros. I don't know, I'm hurting his name, but Sun Food Living, and go check out Chico if you don't know him. And he's all about raw food and high vibrational food. and he'll just catapult you to another level. But even though right now, for now, take a look at Rita's site, oasishealth.ca, and you can find there's a lot of free recipes on there, and you'll see links to her Amazon cookbook. She's written like 4 cookbooks, 5 or 6 ready, but there's like 4 up on Amazon right now. And go to our website and get a bunch of free recipes and start from there and see what resonates with you. If there's a need to eat cleaner, definitely cleaner. I hope that resonates for you. Thank you for asking, Katie. And I'm gonna say one about the fluoride one later. Okay, so Marlene, beautiful Marlene. Okay, so Marlene asks, any messages from my mom? Oh, Mom. Okay, Mom, come in, please. Whew. Hi, Mom. What do you got to say for Marlene? I'm feeling like I'm feeling strong energy in my back. I'm feeling a lot of heart expansion. And I'm almost feeling like it's like you're the youngest type of thing. It's that type of love, like that love of the youngest child. And she's scooping you up and cradling you and just loving you. And she's just sharing the joy that she had in cradling you, embracing you. I can see you like just cradled in her lap, and she's just got her arms all around you, and she's kissing your neck and squeezing you, and you're just giggling and squirming in her lap. And it really is just so joyful and loving. And it really is such a beautiful share. And that was beautiful. Okay. So what's the message? That's it. Like she's around you. She's loving you. She hasn't stopped loving you that way and embracing you and squeezing you. She's she wants you to remember that feeling, to go back into that feeling of being cradled and squeezed and squished and hugged and kissed, and that love of mom and the child. It's just so playful and fun, and there's that playfulness that she wants to come out with you, and to get back into that feeling of giggling and laughing and lightening up with yourself, and to embrace yourself. And I almost see like there's the need for you to do that with your own kids, even your animals, just to express that love that's within you. It's almost like you're thinking like, well, they're too old for that. Well, it's like, you know what? You're never too old to be grabbed, squished, and hugged and be kissed all over. To be manhandled like that, or just be manhandled with love and kisses. Like, you're never too old for that. It's always appreciated, and you're just going to create a big giggle fest. And I can see like almost the kids go, Mom, but like do it anyways. Do it to your pets, do it to your kids. They're just going to love that. And just, start out slow. Don't shock them, but spread some love. She wants you to spread the love because you are love. You are so much love. So go out and spread. I hope that resonates for you. Yes, Viking spirits. Love it, love it. Hello, Earth Angel. So Melody, I got you at 4716. I saw you just asked there. So 4716 is your timestamp. So I hope that resonates. Maybe it just took me a while to get there. I mean, what did you post that? You posted that at 42. Yeah. So I posted that a few minutes after that. Got it. Okay. Just timing. I don't know. It happens. Okay. So Earth Angel, I am here. And Earth Angel 14343. Earth Angel says, if it feels right for you to connect, any messages? Yeah, it totally feels right. All right. Earth Angel. What does Earth Angel need to hear right now? I'm feeling a little bit of solemn energy. I don't know if you've been mourning somebody, mourning the loss of a friendship, mourning some sort of relationship that has left you. And I'm almost seeing the need not to focus on the mourning part. It's okay to have the pity party. It's okay to have that feeling, but don't wallow in that. There's a need for you to focus on the good times. Think about the good. Don't think about the sadness. Don't think about the loss of relationship. Think about how this has freed you and opened you up for the potential of new relationships to come in. Because when something leaves your life, something better comes in. Yeah, you're very much. I can see you working on yourself, and you're just not allowing yourself to feel joy, to feel the kindness, to feel okay about this. So just don't focus on that. Let it go. Take a deep breath. Put your hand on your heart. Just take a deep breath. And just release it, or release that sorrow. It's okay to have that sorrow, acknowledge it, honor it, but don't hold on to it. Let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to honor it and observe it and to feel it. And that's what we're doing through now, is that we need to observe our feelings. So really take a good look at that solemnness of that feeling of lack, of that you've lost something, and just observe it and allow it to play out. Don't worry about it's nothing that's going to happen to you. Just allow it to play out and then honor it. But then as you see it and play it out, see the positiveness of it. And as you walk away, when that memory comes back to you, you're going to have the positive side of things to look at. So there's the need to look at it, observe it, and change the pattern of what you're seeing with it. There's a need to do that. So I hope that resonates for you. Yeah. Chills and speechless. Oh, filled with gratitude. So spot on. Yes, gold and silver. That's great advice. Oh, cool. Very cool. I love that. That is really cool. Cool, Marie. I love that. I love the microgreens. They grow so fast. The pea sprouts take a long time, but the other microgreens grow really quick. And the wheatgrass, you can cut it and it'll regrow, but it takes a long time to regrow. Rita says, like, it's almost better just to replant it. And this is all Rita's baby. Like, I'm just watching in fascination. Part of it's like we have it set up in our basement, and I have trouble going up and down stairs. We don't have a chairlift on the basement stairs. So, but I get to, every once in a while I do go down there. I'm just astonished by what Rita's doing. She is phenomenal. Oh, yes. What I did, I lived in the East Coast. Oh, you were a fashion designer. Oh, cool. Okay. I knew you did something. I thought it was like maybe something more creative, but that's really cool. That's so creative. I see that. Awesome. Getting that feeling. I love that. Yeah, that's right, Katie. I learned so much of this as well. It really is cool. I do love that. Insights and vibrational shifts are key for me. Further explaining. Yeah, cool. And this is the one I really wanted to talk about. Mention phobias. Okay. I've heard you. I heard you me to fluoride. Say to me about fluoride. Okay, I've not used it for many years, but my dentist recommended it due to some issues I have. Does Spirit recommend anything else to use to help tooth decay? I'm seeing hydrogen peroxide. So we don't necessarily want fluoride. We don't want it in our drinking water. We don't want it in our toothpaste, because that does calcify our pineal gland, which is our third eye, our awakening. It also hardens our organs, and getting off the fluoride is part of that. So that's why we want to get off fluoride. As an alternative, we know that what's happening in the teeth, that is bacteria, and the bacteria. The best thing is you can get hydrogen peroxide mouthwash. And with the mouthwash, it's a precursor. So you squirt a little bit in your mouth and you swish it around, and you sit there and you let the bubbles form. And when the bubbles form, the bubbles are taking things away from the teeth. It's opening up, it's loosening up, and then you spit that out, and then you brush your teeth. And hydrogen peroxide is a great natural alternative. What you also can do is tissue salts to rebuild the health of your teeth. So if you come on Wednesday on Divine Soul Awakening, talk to Rita about this. Bring this up as your question, because this is what she's really doing. She's actually rebuilding her tooth decay because she feels she has a cavity forming. She does have a cavity forming between a couple of teeth, and she's using tissue salts. So talk to Rita about that. She's definitely the expert on the biology of the body and how to do it naturally. So ask Rita on that on Divine Soul Awakening come this Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be posting that event up this weekend. I post up the Channeling Erik and the Divine Soul Awakening on the weekend, and I'll be posting that up later. So come ask that of Rita, and she'll ask that. She is wealth of knowledge, but that's what I'm getting right now. Yeah. Cool. That's great. I'm glad. I really need some feedback. We are 16. Yeah, you said that before. Yes, so cool. I read that already. Thank you so much. That is really cool. 16 is a lot. My wife on her family has a lot of family too, and I could see that being difficult. Cool. Constantly feel a touchy feeling around me. Awesome. Love that. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yes, I love that. My gosh, you're the sweetest thing ever. My God, you're making me blush. Feeling all squishy inside. Thank you for that, Karen. Okay. And no worries, Regina. I'm seeing you right now. Okay, so Regina is here. And Regina says, 59. Hi, Con, beautiful people. You are not late. You are right on time. Divine timing for everything. I'm so glad I learned just by listening from all your questions. Thank you. Oh, cool. I thought you had a question. That's cool. You are not late. Divine timing is perfect. Thanks for saying that, Regina. Really sweet of you. Hey, Doc. Yeah, come see Doc on Wednesday too. Doc Singh. My God, there's another person. Talk about a wealth of knowledge. Doc is definitely a wealth of knowledge. You are welcome, Doc. And yeah, let's timestamp Doc Singh. And what's the message? Let me go. Doc Singh. Okay. Message for Doc. You know, I'm seeing your dogs around you. Doc, I'm seeing you to be careful about the food that you're giving your dogs. And I'm seeing that your dogs are very hungry because the nutritional value of the food that they are getting isn't nutrition. It's not high vibe. It's not what they need. You know, we got to think about what dogs are carnivores, and they're eating this corn-based, wheat-based products that say, you know, it has like meat flavoring or a little bit of meat, but the primary ingredient of that is wheat or corn, and that is not a staple diet for a dog. And I know you have bigger dogs, and it's not conducive to feed them raw meat, chicken necks and backs ground up, whatever it might be, because you typically don't have that type of food around you because you are vegetarian. But at least that's the feeling I'm getting, that you're vegetarian. Anyways, so I'm seeing that the dog's nutritional content of the food needs to be looked at. So that's another question to ask Rita on Wednesday. Talk to her about the nutritional food for animals, because very often you'll see dogs are like scrounging. They're looking for they're eat garbage off the ground. And it usually means they have a nutritional imbalance and they need more high vibe food. They need more nutrition in the system. That's why they're eating dirt. They're trying to get minerals. They're trying to eat stuff. They're eating the oddest things here. They're just trying to get any nutritional value in them, because dogs have a very smooth intestinal tract and very short, which is why they can ingest meat and pass it very quickly as well. And that's the purpose of dogs. Whereas humans, we have a very long intestinal tract, very bumpy with lots of ridges. And this is where vegetables that break down very quickly and easily in the system, and the nutrients get absorbed in that long tract. And we do well with vegetables, whereas animals, smooth, short intestinal tract. So I'm seeing the need to look at your dog's nutrition and adding some sort of supplement, maybe throwing some vegetables in with the kibble, adding a little bit, throwing some meat in with the kibble, something a little bit more high vibrational for them, because they need more high vibrational foods. They're lacking. And this is why they're so hungry and why they're scavenging all the time, and kind of why they're driving you nuts. In a way, you love them, but they also drive you nuts. And that's the reason why they're scrounging. They're hungry. They're really hungry for high vibrational food. I hope that resonates with you. Cool. Oh, cool. I think I think someone else said this as well, that they're having really good sweeps with the grounding. Oh, that's really cool. 7 consistent nights. That is really cool. I love that. Yes, Lauren, I'm glad that resonates with you. That is cool. Yeah, and including me. These are all lessons for me too. I'm picking up. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now Rachel. Hey, Rachel. Rachel D. And Rachel. All right, Rachel says, yeah, you may have one. Would love a message from you. Great. Who's coming in for Rachel? What does she need to hear right now? Whew, I'm feeling a heaviness coming in, and I'm almost feeling like the need for grounding, for like in the sense of finding peace and grounding the peace within you, letting it all settle. It's almost like the vibrational shifts that are happening within you. It's like you're fighting it. It's like, oh my God, like it's, look at this, all this energy. You guys feeling this energy? I feel so drained. I feel that. It's like, stop that. And Erik is coming in now. He's like, stop that. Allow that energy to come in. If you feel that intense energy coming in, stop and just settle and accept the energy and just allow the energy to come into you. So there's 2 ways. Either you can fight it or you can allow it. And you have a need for allowing the high vibrational energy to come in, the feelings that are coming for you, the overwhelmingness that comes in. As that overwhelmingness is coming in, you're fighting it, and you're no, and you're complaining, or you're doing something about it, and you're having a drink, and it's almost like you're just doing anything, you're trying to escape it. Instead of escaping, allow, settle in, try it, see how that works for you. You know, the whole game of what this is being playful and experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't work. So there's 2 ways to fight it, to chase after it, or to allow it. You know, or let's say 3 ways. Fighting doesn't do any good, but you can chase it or allow it. Those are the 2 ways, and that's what you want to experiment with. As I do with my hearing, as they're showing me, as I'm hearing the buzzing in my ear, I actively listen beyond the buzzing to hear what I can hear. But then I'll also spend the same amount of time to allow and just settle and allow it just to kind of come in and feel both sides of it. Because one of them's got to work, and possibly a combination of going to be working. So might as well go at both sides and allow. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Colin. My sister was distressed by the proximity of the young men's deaths. Of course, she took hot chocolate to the first responders and reports. Wow, what a loving dear. Very caring heart. Yeah. But, you know, she's also a very high level empath, Mary. I'm going to just timestamp this because this is worth hearing. So 158:28. You know, many of us here are very high level empaths, and this is your sister. She's a high level empath. I don't have her permission to go in, but as you share, I feel this, and I get this from you. So she's a high level empath, and the biggest thing about high level empaths is that we take on other people's garbage. We listen to the stories, we feel it. It's like, oh, that's so sad. I feel that, and we feel it in our core. But then we don't stop with that. We take it home with us, and we lament over it, and we talk to everyone about in our circle about it, and we continue to lament and feel it. And it's like, oh, and we just absorb it all. That we've essentially, what we've done, we've gone outside. She's gone to the first responders, give them hot chocolate, collected all their garbage, grabbed it in a bag, and then brought the garbage in her home and left it in the middle of her living room. So the idea of what she's doing here is that, let the garbage go, like leave it there. Yeah, it's okay to connect and feel and have empathy for people, but don't take it on yourself. It's not your garbage. It's not yours. It's not yours to take on. Leave it behind. Compassion is very nice, but taking other people's garbage, people can give you gifts all the time, but you don't need to accept it. And the last thing I want to do is accept other people's garbage. And that was a lesson I needed to learn. And this is where she's at. She needs to learn that lesson. I hope that resonates. Yeah, Dawn, I got you there. So Rachel, I hope you resonate with that. So yours was at 1:55:22. That was yours. Agree. All right, cool. Thanks, sweeties. You guys are sweet. Thank you for saying that. You are welcome, Wendy. Yeah, new. I don't know where the crystal grids came from, but I don't know. It's what I saw, so I'm just sharing it. Marlene, you are very welcome. Back to when I was 6 years old. Oh, so cool. I felt that as well, Marlene. I felt cradle, and that was really cool for me. Angels call me home and fast food. Yeah. Guess I need to work on healthier choices on the weekends and focus on having a plan of healthy meals for the weekend. Yeah. It's not to say that you can never have healthy food again. That's not the case. It's about moderation and, shifting. It's okay. Every once in a while, I still go out for an A&W burger, but I'll get like a Beyond Meat A&W burger, and I get it lettuce wrapped, or at least I say I do. But I'll do that maybe once every 2-3 weeks. I'll do that. And lucky for me, Rita's recipes, she knows I like my sweets. And she makes them, but on healthier choices. So she's not using granulated sugar. She's using things like coconut sugar or maple syrup. And she's using healthier choices or monk fruit. And she's using a lot less of it too. So I don't have the craving for high sugar. It's just that little hint of sweetness, and is like that little cookie. And there's not a lot of sweetness to it, but it is very, very, very good. Yeah, that's right. Rita also does a mouthwash with coconut oil and swishes that around. That is very good for pulling. Yeah, pulling. So, oh yeah, you said it right there, pulling. The oil pull with coconut. Yeah, that is really good. Hey, Marjorie, good to see you. Okay, here we go. JC. I am just a ton of energy in me right now, and I'm just loving all the high vibe stuff. Okay, so JC says, what is the lesson in dealing with my sister-in-law? Narcissist for 40 years and counting. Yikes. I don't want to play anymore, but family circumstances bring being is together. You know what? So I'm seeing that, and it's like, you can be in her space, but all you got to do is shift yourself into love, hold love in her. And then as the narcissism comes up, don't play that game. Change the subject, change it to something loving. When she brings up that narcissism, that brings up that thought, you know what? That sucks. Sorry to hear that. And you can even say pretty blunt, I don't want to spend time in that space. I hear you. And I really don't want to talk about it because it's bringing me down, and I've been feeling really low lately. So I'd rather talk about, but would you mind? Can we change the subject? Let's talk about this. And because she likes to spend time in that space, that's her space, she's naturally just going to move away from you. So shift yourself into a state of love, be love, and even just say point blank that, I don't want to deal with that. It's not working with me. Or just put yourself into love, change the conversation, do all the above. I'm hearing and do all the above. And this is the natural process of, as we shift our energy, people start leaving us. And this is a need for you. Yeah, there's a need on that. So I hope that resonates for you. Give it a try. Let me know how that turns out for you. That's really cool. Really cool. Yes, that's true. We luckily in Toronto where we are, we have the green recycling bins. and we have composting. And it's so, yeah, you got to put anything that solidifies, never put it down your drain. And especially like it goes when you do anything that hardens at room temperature, like coconut oil, and then you put coffee grains in there, that's what clogs up your pipes. So put all that stuff in a green bin, recycling, compost it, start creating a separate bag, and put it in your garden instead, or something else if you don't have composting. But composting is really good. Yeah, really good. Doc, you are welcome. Brought up the meat, but we use kibble, which apparently has a high meat content. Cool. I have recently gone to potato-based kibble, but we'll review this. Okay, so there's the need. You know, pigs. They use their snouts and they burrow and they look for food in the ground. Dogs don't burrow; they're killers. They're carnivores. They eat meat. So, anyways, take a look at it. See how that works. That's what I got. Talk to Rita about it. See what happens. That's really cool. All right. Fine. Yeah, sweets for sure. Yeah, that's right, Marjorie. People's emotions can be heavy. And that's something I know Marjorie and myself, and a lot of us have been working really very much on, and letting go of other people's garbage. Whew. All right, folks. Well, that is it. I'm going to timestamp my outro. And it is 2:05:50. So that's it, folks. Please please share this with others as I'm growing this. This is the fun part for me, allows my growth. And I'm going to continue to be doing emotional releasing. With that, I also just going to remind you, I'm on 12 noon and 12 midnight on the 1 Billion Strong YouTube channel. Start getting into love. Do it yourself at your own time. Get the idea. William's going to be doing his own meditation that I'm going to be following soon. So I'm waiting for him to give me that, because right now I'm just using my own interpretation of putting myself into love and going with my feeling of whatever comes through. And last but not least, come join us on Wednesday for Divine Soul Awakening. Join me, Doc, Christy. Yellie's gone now, but Martine and Rachel Swanee and we're talking about nutrition. And Rita's going to be on with us, holistic nutritionist and traditional Chinese medicine. And she's going to be talking about traditional Chinese medicine in terms of the fall. So the foods that you want and the spices. And it's all about that. It's going to be short and sweet. And then it's going to be viewer questions. So bring your questions about nutrition and she's going to answer it. And that's Wednesday. So with that, be love, everybody. Shift yourself in kindness, love or fear, choose love. That's where we want to be. Thank you, Karen. Hit that like button. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you guys. I really do love it. Infinite love. That's right. Love you, Lauren. Love you, everybody. So much love, and have a great weekend. Have a Thanksgiving if I don't see you, but I will see you Wednesday. So bye all. Take care.